titty bouncer. Damn.
Welcome back to No Crime After Dark, where we have to talk about crime in the daytime. The starting point is always interesting. It's always interesting. Where we have to talk about crime in the daytime because one of us is scary. If you tuned in at all last week, I'm pretty sure you got a good chuckle. That was an episode we recorded 2 months ago, something like that. And because I could not figure out how to edit out her potty break, I just decided not to post it. And then I low-key deleted the whole video. So it was a whole thing with me getting it back. But we just decided to take a break last week. I ain't gonna lie. We had somebody ready. We couldn't find nothing on neither one of the people. We tried. Nothing sustainable.
We very much this is the
I could have made a TikTok reel for what we found.
Right, yeah.
So instead of trying to force that, we just posted that. So if you tuned in last week, you got a good chuckle because I didn't see the shit coming either.
Your face was
is she serious?
And that was my first time seeing your face. So I was I had to be just, them drinks.
Because I was cussing at my head, right? And then who is this girl? But no.
I had to pee.
A lot of people got a good laugh off of that. I got some feedback on that one. But your guy saw it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I seen his comment on the laughing at me.
You guys saw it. Today, I don't really think I got no laughs for this one because it's already sad. But when
I had a couple because I put an LOL on a couple of my notes. This is funny.
Well, I might laugh at what you said. I don't know. We might got something different. I don't know. I'm gonna put a disclaimer out. It became more than just about the story itself for me, because this is a very good example of how, and I'm about to get real black real quick.
Okay.
This is a very good example of how, as a community, we don't say enough because they said there were no valid reports. That's debatable because that came from the police, but they said there were no valid reports or enough information to even go investigate and look into what anybody said. Now, of course, this is involving Black women.
Yeah.
Naturally speaking. Because only way we make the news is if it's for something negative. They don't do the Amber Alerts and all the everything and hold all the stops for Black people, but specifically women. And you have a chain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A series I'm getting real black, so let me come back.
Yeah.
Let me bring it back. I'm trying not to cuss. This we just started. I'm trying not to go there right now. But this is the story of Timothy Haslett Jr. Well, it's not his story, but he's the villain.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the only name we have is not for a victim as far as anybody related to the victims, because I'm not the neighbors.
Wondering, because she's 22, so why
they might not even be wanting to release anything about her until, because they said the case is still ongoing, the investigation is still ongoing. So for one, she's probably mentally traumatized and just not even sane enough right now to testify or really talk about it. So I think instead of putting her name out there and being bombarded by a bunch of randoms, because people don't respect personal space or anything personal for that matter anymore. Mm-hmm. So to me, it kind of makes sense why they haven't released her name. Because if she got a social media, people gonna be trying to find her page, her cousin, her auntie, just let her have her peace for a bit.
I mean, but for her privacy, she shouldn't have social media. But the House of Horrors in Ohio, they announced their names as soon as they were out. As soon as they found them in the house, this person.
Well, for one thing, this is Kansas. Well, this is not. This is Kansas City / Excelsior Springs. The incident happened and took place in Excelsior Springs. Mm-hmm. The crazy part about it, why I told you why I picked the stories, because I went to Job Corps out there. That campus I went to is literally probably around the corner because the town is this big.
Yeah.
So it's probably right around the corner from where Dude lived at. But the first thing that popped in my mind is that campus. because you have students as young as 16 up to like 25, 26 on that campus that get passes to go off campus and go around about the town because we did it. So my mind immediately went to like he could be snatching kids from the fucking campus.
Well, I mean, we don't know who the girl is. She could be off the campus.
And that might be why they're not saying anything. Because one, if she's an adult, Job Corps basically, if you don't show up, you AWOL and you can't come back 9 times out of 10. They don't really go through a whole fuss about it. Unless you err on some type of paperwork, they just assume shit, she ain't won't come back.
They won't even call your parent, call you.
Not if you're 18.
Not even try to call you. Hey,
no.
Ask a friend.
If you're a minor, they reporting. They call them quick. But once you turn 18, because the flip side of that is it's in their contract that once you turn 18, you don't have to have your parents' permission to leave the program. And because I had this one test I could not pass, I was about to leave. I said, I'm taking this test one more damn time. And I don't pass this test, take my ass home. Needless to say, I passed the test. But they're serious about you're an adult, so bye. And it's low-key military school, so bye. But that was where my mind went. But took place in Excelsior Springs, Missouri, and Kansas City, Missouri, which is all of about a 45-minute drive. So it didn't take much for him to get there and back. And nobody think anything weird. But on October 7th, 2022, Lisa Johnson was sitting on her front yard when she heard a raspy voice whispering, "Help me." And because it's October, it's Halloween time, especially in the Midwest, she thought somebody was playing a joke. So first thing, let me motherfuckers out here playing in my yard. But then curiosity got the best of her, got up, went to see where the voice was coming from. And when she looked, it was a woman in the bushes. The description I got was in a plastic they said S&M dress. Where did you get trash bag from?
The one I read said trash in a black trash bag.
Okay, well, the one I read, and
it's one and the same.
The site I got that from was Oxygen, so I don't know Oxygen. Y'all might have fumbled that one, but anyway, they said plastic trash bag, S&M dress, whatever, and a metal dog collar with a padlock on it. And you could tell she had been abused. She was bleeding from the mouth. And so natural reaction, Lisa, like, I'm finna call the police.
Right.
Because I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm calling the police. So when she says that, we gonna call the victim. She got to have a name because I don't want to just keep saying victim. We gonna call her. I don't want to give her a name of somebody I know. We're gonna call her Keisha. It's Keisha. Okay. Till we get a name, she's Keisha. Okay. So when she said that, now remember, y'all, Keisha's the victim. But Keisha immediately reacted and basically was like, nah, if you do that, like, he gonna find me and he gonna kill me. He already killed 2 of my friends. Now, I couldn't get much background on him.
I didn't either.
Nothing about her. So,
right. And I also didn't, I think, because remember I told you went from woman to woman, and I was like, okay, what is it? Is one woman? Because women state, but where's the women coming from? So, but I didn't get anything else on them. Like, there was nothing that said.
But that's what makes me wonder if her and her 2 friends, like, all 3 of y'all got in the car with this man that y'all don't know and drove to Excelsior Springs. Like, that makes me feel like it's probably one of the or some of the students. And that's why they're not saying. That's a government facility. If they drop the ball on that, the lawsuit they about to look at, that's why they're not saying. There's a reason they're not saying anything. That's a whole government-funded, military-funded facility. And that's what makes me think they was probably in town somewhere, especially if they underage or at least not old enough to buy alcohol. You got this random old dude.
He's not even a nice looking guy.
No, but
he's like, yeah, maybe I'll. No, he looks like a creep. Like, I'll be like,
some of these girls or some of the students that go to Job Corps, they don't think about consequence like we did even at that age. Because I'm not getting in the car with nobody, just at the stove with nobody that I don't know. Because I've been in the car with somebody I don't know for real. Anyhow, off track. But I have a lot to say, but we have a time limit because none of this makes sense to me. It's like, I know police is heavy out there. They literally patrol the town because of the Job Corps campus. They swear we're going to burn the city down. So it's just like, how did nobody notice this?
But if she was locked in a basement, how would they notice?
Ain't nobody screaming. Y'all just nothing. Y'all just down there cooperating.
I mean, if she's tied up and duct taped, I mean, like.
Okay, let's get further into it because I'm getting off because it's got to be bothered. So anyway, when Keisha hears that she's about to call the police, she's frantic. She's like, nah, you can't do that. If you find me, he's going to kill me. He already killed my friends. Mm-hmm. So she takes off into a neighbor's yard. Her name is Sierra Tharp. And Sierra's grandmother was at the house babysitting Sierra's son. Mm-hmm. And Keisha ran up on the porch and told her what was happening. So her grandmother took her in, and that's where she was at till the police could get to her. And they did, I will say, based on the research I did, they did, once it was reported, they did act fast. Like, it didn't take forever. They immediately, it was 3 different police departments. It was Excelsior Springs, Kansas City, and I can't think of the other county. Yeah. But all 3 of them got together because, again, Excelsior Springs is not a big town, so they have a police department, but it's probably 20 of them total working there. So right. it ain't nothing big. So they did start looking. Or not necessarily start looking, but they got over there. They inspected the house. They said they bumped him up on a traffic stop.
See, now that was funny to me. But it was the reason for the traffic stop.
Wasn't it child neglect?
No, the traffic stop was for the animal violation.
Oh, animal! He has so many charges.
You just a crazy ass man. Like, you hurt kids.
Just like violence.
Like, you just don't care about life itself. Like, what the hell? I was like, okay, well.
So yeah, they caught him slipping, not paying attention. So basically,
they said, pull over. You have a violation for animal cruelty.
Yeah, but my thing is, bro, you know you got hostages in your basement. Why are you doing anything else to draw attention to yourself?
I don't know. Maybe they don't take the animal cruelty that serious.
I mean, small towns in the Midwest do.
Yeah, maybe he didn't know that.
Des Moines don't play it, but and once they get her out and she starts talking, so the first neighbor, Lisa, she said that Keisha told her it was only her 2 friends that got killed. But when she got to the neighbor's house, Sierra house, mm-hmm. the grandmother told the police and her granddaughter, that Keisha said it was like multiple women beyond just her 2 friends. Like, it was 4 or more women. Mm-hmm. They found out she had been held down there for at least a month. Mm-hmm. And the day that she escaped, she was able to do so because he was taking his son to school. Smart girl.
No, he was taking his son back to the ex-wife.
They said school. See, I'm going to need for these articles to be saying the same thing.
Yeah, it says dropping off to the ex-wife, dropping son off.
Mine says school. Okay.
Because they're going through a custody battle.
Yeah, he made that easy. So they didn't actually. Oh, this is the part. Did you have something you want to add before I go into that? Because I'm about to get into something. Okay.
No.
So the interesting, odd, random thing that happened a few weeks before this man being caught and getting arrested, the Kansas City Defender, and they said it's a nonprofit media startup, posted a TikTok video saying, or alleging, those are the words they used, my mom got, alleging, right. that a serial killer was targeting Black women in the Kansas City area, specifically on Prospect Avenue in Kansas City. So he had an area, and I think they said at the time it was like 4 women came up missing all within like a week of each other. Like it was just like back to back. And so it was an issue. And of course, local media is not picking it up because it's not important enough to them. The police ain't doing what they're supposed to do because it's not important enough to them. They can only show up to the hood when somebody getting shot or something. You can't go check on shit like a normal police officer is supposed to do. But anyhow, so, oh Lord.
When they like, well, you know, she was a streetwalker, and so that means she don't got a sister that loves her. She's her sister might come right.
Hell, kids even.
Right, it don't matter if she's a streetwalker. Like, still find out where she should be right here. Then,
if it was your sister that was a streetwalker, as a police officer, are you gonna be okay with somebody dismissing her missing person case?
Right. Yeah.
But that's not the only messed up part. They said they repeatedly, so not one person called in. A few people called in. I'm sure multiple people called in, and they repeatedly denied it. And let me quote this note. I sure did save it.
Ooh, I don't know about from the police officer.
The representative for the Kansas City Police Department. Mm-hmm. Let me see, where is it? I got so many notes on here. Hold on, my bad.
So what the police were saying that that's not, these Black women are they're not missing, or they are not missing.
Okay. Not even getting the whole thing. I could have sworn I did that. Oh no, you know what? I'm sorry, go ahead. You got to talk.
No, I'm just saying that they were just denying that the girls were not missing. Like, we didn't get no report, no missing, nothing.
The police were called to Haslett's home 3 times in the year before the October 2022 arrest. Twice for welfare checks initiated by family or his employer. So he fucking up at work. Once for the animal control violation. And then and after that is when they bumped him up, and they said the child endangerment charge stems from him leaving unsecured firearms in areas accessible to an 8-year-old in the court documents, is what it said.
Yep.
So you just reckless in life.
Yeah, he don't care.
You just don't give a damn about nothing. I thought I saved the note, but basically what the Kansas City Police Department representative said in front of the whole world is basically, we can't prove whether or not y'all telling the truth, so we just ain't finna do it.
Right. We
said it much more professional than that. Yeah. She said something to the effect of, there wasn't enough proof for them to move forward with the investigation. Something to that effect. He was initially only charged with 3 counts. Did you catch what 3 they were? Or was that the 3 I just read off? Well, not the animal endangerment.
No, and then it was 1st-degree rape, 1st-degree kidnapping, 2nd-degree assault.
4 counts of 1st-degree sodomy.
And child endangerment. And then the animal.
June of this year, they moved him to a different facility.
Yeah.
That makes me happy, because that tells me he wasn't safe where he was, and they had to get him out the way. Like, you can take that how you want to take that, but when you do stuff like that to people, you deserve whatever you get. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
So my mind, like I said, Kansas City, it's big in city terms, but it's still very country, Midwest. So it's big, but it's small. People know people.
I just don't know what more proof do they need. Okay, so I mean, I get, women can't lie. Mm-hmm. So she's over there, and okay, let's just say she is lying, and so she had like kinky sex with this man. So there was like nothing in the house that said otherwise, or or is she just lying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what did y'all find in the house? Because I didn't get.
I feel like this happened. Y'all found this out October.
Like, what evidence they find in the house? And it still wasn't saying nothing. Like, it wasn't giving me any information.
No, it didn't give me anything either. Because the end of it, when I got done, they said the investigation is still ongoing.
Yeah.
They do have a potential witness, but they can't find her. And her name is Jamie Crossdale.
Why they think she's a witness?
I'm telling you, allegedly, possibly, maybe. My opinion, I'm going to be very clear before I say this. My opinion is that campus is some kind of way involved. And I don't mean that they did anything, but at the very least, them 3 girls, Keisha and her 2 friends that got killed, I could just about bet my fucking paycheck they were students at Job Corps. 22, she was very much within the age range to go. Because you go get a trade and go home. So
yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was weird. It's very secret. It's not giving me.
It's been almost a year. There's little to no coverage on it.
Yeah, and no information. I don't know what the hell's going on.
That's what I mean by little to no coverage. Because like y'all, somebody's talking to her and whoever else they've been talking to, but not giving us nothing.
I won't see something that's really happening, like for instance in California. Like they're like, oh, they're on trial. I'm like, oh, they are. Like, I didn't see that. But I do have that law and crime channel.
Yeah.
But if I Googled, whatever somebody kills somebody, it's gonna say, oh, this happened. Yep. Evidence was taken out the home, and you'll see like a news clipping,
and that's not a small story. Like you said, the House of Horror in Ohio. Yeah. Like that's not a small story. That's not something you just glaze over.
She says her friends were killed. Y'all not saying that we can confirm that her friends are missing. We spoke to her parents. Like, it's like nothing. Like, not like, I don't know. I'm just so confused.
But that's why I'm not confused. Because like I said, allegedly, possibly, maybe, in theory, in my opinion, I think what might have happened. Because, again, the biggest thing is if they are, in fact, students off that campus, it is a government facility. They got to tread lightly before they even start doing shit. And when it comes to the government, they're not going to talk about everything right away because they trying to get their story together is really what the fuck it is between them and the police department. Because why weren't you guys investigating this when 4 women came up missing? I don't, like you said, it don't matter if she was a streetwalker or whatever. It does not matter. Why didn't you take the time? She got streetwalker friends that might have been worried about her. Like, come on.
Right. No, I understand. I'm just saying, like,
but that's what has me upset. Like, the story itself was interesting to begin with, but once I started digging into it, I started getting mad because yes, it's I was getting pissed off because it's a messed up situation. But to know, because I'm going to just say it, Midwest racist as hell. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
And they don't take the time until somebody dying or dead. That's just stupid. That's fucking ridiculous. 4 women within a couple weeks just come up missing. As much as y'all patrol the hood, y'all don't be paying attention to nothing.
Where he lives, is that considered the hood though? Or is
it? No, girl. Excelsior Springs is like Monroe, Michigan, but not as ghetto.
Oh, okay.
It's small. Like, yeah, it's small. It might be a little bigger, but not that much bigger. It's small. So there's no way, like in Excelsior Springs, I can see how they might have missed it because it's so small. Those that know each other. Those that don't just keep to themselves. So it ain't, long as you stay out my business, I stay out yours is what it pretty much is. But I can see how Excelsior Springs police might have missed it. But it's Job Corps' responsibility to do something. I don't care if legally they're 18 and whatever.
No, that's what I was saying. Like,
I know they don't, unless they done changed it, which I doubt, because the staff always been iffy. And that's another thing. Like, could it have been, if Job Corps was involved, could a staff member have known about it? Was somebody in on it? Because some of the teachers are from or live out there in Excelsior Springs. Most of them come from Kansas City, but a lot of them live in Excelsior Springs.
I don't know.
It's definitely weird that they're not talking about it more, and we can't get any information. We got the potential witness's name, and I feel like the only reason they released that is because they're trying to find her.
But my thing is, then they didn't tell us why they feel like she's a potential. Like, what gave y'all that clue? Did y'all find her ID in the house? You know what I mean? Like,
remember this date in this episode, because when they start talking and they say Excelsior Springs Job Corps, somewhere in that motherfucking story in that headline, remember what I said. And I'm saying this from a place of, I didn't abide by all the rules at Job Corps. So I was there, just under a year, like 10 or 11 months. I would say, no bullshit, at least 7 or 8 of those months, I wasn't allowed to go off campus unless it was like, if my dorm won dorm of the month or something, or unit of the month, or just little random stuff, I would be able to get off campus. And I could go get my groceries. I could go for that, but that was the only thing I could go for. So I could go to the Walmart trip, but I couldn't do nothing fun, basically. So I would sneak off campus with my friends. They could have easily done, if they have anything to do with it, they could have snuck off campus. Yeah, that's how far my mind went with it.
I'm just like, I was like, I don't know. That's it. I got my page and a half of notes, and I was like, what else am I
Girl, I have got 2.5. I have never, since we started doing this, had 2.5 pages of notes. Most of this is my feelings, like truly my feelings, because it's messed up all around. It's tragic that anybody has to experience that. They definitely need to let out some more information, because it's been almost a year. We don't even know the victim's name.
Nope. And I don't understand what's taking so long to go to court. I just don't understand a lot of things.
I allegedly, possibly, maybe
understand a lot of things.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was
hypothetically.
I was just like, okay, this is it. All right, Tim.
Oh, Lord. So with that, I'm going to say, as a community, we need to do better. Yeah. Keep calling, keep complaining. I know it gets exhausting, because you have situations like the Jeffrey Dahmer story. People are calling and reporting. That was horrible. Not that this isn't, but that we all know how far that went. But just situations similar to that and this one.
Yeah. It gets exhausting. People need to stop being like, stay out of my business. Don't worry about it. No, be in the business.
When somebody, if Keisha from around the corner that's always at the liquor store, when I go to the liquor store, we happen to run into each other in the chip aisle or somewhere in the parking lot every Thursday when I get off work,
to get my check off.
I'm gonna be looking for her when I get there.
That's how I knew.
2-3 weeks go by. Now I'm finna ask the cashier where Keisha been at.
My old man came by every Sunday to pick up his cans, and that man that come pick up them cans, I said, Granny, something wrong. Where is Joe? Joe is missing. Let me go find Joe. I will hop in that Ford Focus and go through them alleys. I will hit every block. I'm gonna find Joe.
Like there's this guy in Omaha. We call him Speedy. Not going to go into the explanation because I'm going to seem very insensitive. Okay, but we call him Speedy. Nice dude. Don't get me wrong. Nice dude. He used to, I don't know what they call it, but he would walk with you to your car with your basket, load your car up, and put your basket back in the store, basically. Okay. And he was a bad boy too.
He was hired to do this.
Yeah, that's what he He was a bad boy, and he would take it to the car. But okay, we call him Speedy because this nigga never stopped running.
Okay.
Like, but you had to be there. That's why I said I'm not gonna go into full detail. But he never stopped. Like everything he did was at lightning speed. Everything.
Then okay.
Right, but if all of a sudden I go to this grocery store to Phil's, and like when I moved back to Omaha and he wasn't, I'm like, what happened to Speedy? What you been up to?
Right.
You doing all right?
And everybody knows Speedy.
Like, yeah, girl, he fine. He work at such and such. Oh, okay.
Because if he was missing, then y'all would know.
Right.
Exactly.
Somebody that we just gotta do better as a community. Definitely stay out of my business. And this is where I gotta get better, especially being by myself now.
I don't do no crime.
Me either. But my thing is, girl, I don't need you in my business. But especially me being by myself now, I really need to learn how to talk to people.
Before you go
I'm gonna go missing. Ain't nobody gonna give a damn.
That little bitch. I'm so glad she gone. Lord.
Oh. Well, but I need to try
my business next door. My neighbors better not ever try to tell me
this is the thing. I ain't in your business, but I'm paying attention. That's my thing. We may never talk, but I know everybody's face that live in this building.
I say hi, everybody. Hey, are you in grocery shopping?
It's just not. I ain't never been feeling like that.
Shop. I see you with the Costco. Bye.
You stupid. I mean, I talked to my neighbors a little bit before I moved, but now that I'm, especially more so because I'm by myself, I think I'm more closed off. Because he would cause me to talk to people because he talks to everybody, but I'm more closed off now. Like I just come home, I don't be saying if somebody say hi. When I got home from work today, one of my neighbors was leaving for work. She said hi. I said hey. Came on up the steps. Yeah. They don't know my name.
The old lady didn't come back from work on time. I said, Daddy, where the lady at? Where Miss Gloria? Well, I think she got a couple more minutes, and there she was pulling up.
Girl, no, because you know what? You're real good with that. We're definitely getting a little off subject, but we're on subject. Okay. I be taking 2-hour trips to Omaha. What time you leaving? You leave yet? Okay. You there yet? Don't let me go the whole day and ain't said nothing. Because when I went down there to leave to go to San Diego, I was
ma'am
for a few hours. My phone rang. I'm like, what's up? What you doing?
Okay, yeah.
I'm at Yolanda house. Oh, I was just making sure because you ain't called and said you made it or nothing.
Look, grown people come up missing too.
I'm not saying that most of the stories we've done about people missing if they grown, but what I'm saying is, please know if I come up missing, if I'm not at Yolanda house in a certain time frame, she's calling me, and if I don't answer, she's calling him. Or she's gonna drive to my granny house to see if I've been by there because she ain't got her number. So I ain't been there. She's on her way.
Even if my son go to Job Corps at 22 years old, and he don't call me or don't come home, I'm calling Job Corps. Now I
just call home like every other day.
I'm calling every motherfucker. I'm coming there. You better. I'm gonna hop in that Atlas and I'm be on my damn way.
The other side of that coin. A lot of the students, I think it might be a little different now. I think back in the day it was more.
They always try to say, "Well, they're grown."
No, it's not just about them being grown. Back in the day, I think it was more.
You tell me.
I think it was more kids getting in trouble back in the day, and they had to go to Job Corps because you have a lot of people on probation and parole and shit that had to be there from 16 on up to 24, 25, whatever. But the flip side of that is, a lot of them are coming from foster homes. Don't nobody really care where they at to keep up with what they got going on. When it comes to a home base, it's a lot of kids or people that's there that don't have that. Like used to in either one of our situation, if I wouldn't have called home for a whole week straight, be it to Jim, Mary, or Gertrude, somebody was calling up there to see what I was doing.
Right. And you don't want Gertrude to come. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Girl, first of all, Gertrude don't even like to fly. So if she had to get on the plane to come all the way to Missouri,
just know you will be gut. She ain't gonna play no games with you.
You gonna stop telling my grandma business.
Too late now. It's too late now. They can't Statutes limitation. They can't do that. Like,
but no, we got to do better as a community. We stay out of my business because I'm just not finding everybody being in my business. That's for family too. I pick and choose who in my business. But stay out, but stay in enough to where I'm sure my neighbors figured out I'm loud as fuck at this point. You don't hear my loud ass for more than 2 weeks. No, for real. For more than 2 weeks. Because 2 weeks is the longest I'm gonna be out of town anyway. So if it go more than 2 weeks from hearing my loud ass, please at least call the landlord. Some damn body. Shit. Because I think I put my mom or my dad down and him too as an emergency contact. So stay in enough to where when something is off, stop having beef with people for no reason. And even if you got beef with them, if they come up missing, say something. Just like,
I don't know.
I'm saying that, but as I'm saying it, I'm thinking like, would you say something? I don't have no beef with nobody though. So,
but I don't. Even if I did, I don't want her to, be hurt and kidnapped and raped.
Yeah, I don't wish nobody dead or nothing like that. Yeah, no. So like, just
like something. I don't think a man should be raping you.
Nobody should have to deal with that. None of that. No.
Tied up.
No.
I'll help you in that situation. Jeez.
And that's on the community side. And when I say community, I'm talking to my black and brown people. We need to start hound these fucking police officers. Y'all calling for fireworks and all that other shit. Which thank you to those of y'all that call, because I'm not gonna do it, but they be getting on my nerves too. Y'all call for fire.
I'll pop them all outside. I had all the neighbors outside in the circle watching.
You in that kind of neighborhood though, like.
Yeah, we was all
actually I was too, but some people can't, like, it's the 4th of July, niggas gonna be popping fireworks. All I ask is do it within normal hours and the time they give you, them couple weeks they give you to pop them. I shouldn't still hear fireworks in August. I shouldn't hear anything. So y'all can call the police for that and hound the police and blow them up for that. Blow them up for, this round the corner came up missing. Ashley then came up missing. Tyrone that came up, like, you ain't heard from this person, even down to a coworker. That little annoying bitch that work across the office. That's always got something to say.
I understand.
Now on the police side, the government side.
Girl.
Y'all don't even be trying to act like y'all be caring. Like,
they don't say this.
Like, they don't even front. They just don't give a damn in your face.
I'm here to give out tickets. I'm not here to do detective work. You didn't
right? No, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Right.
We run that red light though.
Right. That y'all do that. Pull me over because I'm doing 85 in a 70. I'm minding my business, and that should have been too. I was very much in the wrong, but that's not the point. I didn't even realize how fast I was going until I saw the lights. Girl, I was gone. I looked up, saw them lights, and I knew what it was when I looked up. I looked at the dash. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was speeding.
The song was good. I had a good day at work that day, apparently, because I was hauling ass home. I was grooving.
You was ready to damn go.
Just something, because, girl, I was California driving, bobbing, and weaving. I was all up through that motherfucker. But police do better. Like she said, other than traffic stops, racially profiling people, hiding shit.
Oh, they gonna do that.
That's why we still don't know what her name is.
Yeah. Or her two missing friends.
And I don't think Janie missing. Yeah, Janie don't want to be found.
Right. And why y'all calling her witness? So my idea of Janie is, did y'all find her ID in that house? Maybe she did. Maybe he killed her. Like, if he killed the other two friends, maybe this is another woman that was killed and he left the ID there. Like, why y'all think she's a witness? Y'all just assume she's a witness? No, she's a witness.
Or did the girl say her name? We'll never know, apparently, until
he go to jail.
One day, he's in jail right now.
He goes to he gets sentenced, rather.
They just need to go on. Like I said, it's been almost a year. That was October of last year. We are currently in July. of a whole new year. We don't know the victim's name. That's bogus. We don't know anything that we should know, and it's been almost a year.
Yeah. And then the fact that no one was looking, I don't know. Even if you don't I mean, golly, nobody's looking for you. It's sad. Like I said, the House of Horrors, they had that shit.
But was that what was the skin color? Was it a mixture, or was it
Sure.
It was just like random. Okay.
The man was a Spanish man, and then the one lady was white, one lady was Spanish.
The man that was killing the people was a Spanish man?
He wasn't killing nobody.
What was he doing? I got to look this up. Wait a minute.
You didn't watch that story?
Did you send it to me?
No, I watched this live on Action. It was like breaking news.
You have to get a small episode, y'all, because I ain't never seen this.
This guy. So it was 3 girls in Ohio that was missing.
Mm-hmm.
Brianna, no, something De Jesus. I know her last name is De Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And Amanda Berry was the white girl, and then there was another girl. I forgot her name. And of course, their mom is like looking for. It's been years. I mean, I think it was like. I mean, because Amanda had a baby by the man. Like it's been years.
Wait, was that the one where one of them got out, or the neighbor saw some weird?
The black man was like,
yes, okay, I have seen that.
Yes,
okay.
And it's like I don't know. I just don't know.
But wasn't that like a predominantly white neighborhood?
The man in the street was black man with no teeth in his mouth. He was having fun drinking his drink. He seen that lady come out that door like, what the hell is girl coming out this door?
I swear they interviewed the most raggedy people.
Saved her.
To represent us. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh well.
Not you went and got Jesse Lee from around the corner.
Oh well, he saved that girl life. He got the
yeah, he did. Again, them the people that you need to be if they come up missing, because them the ones that'll tell you who broke in your house, what car they was in, the license plate number, what turns they made. All they could only chase them 2 blocks.
Like I say, they names was all in the news. It was boom, she's found. Boom, she's found. Boom, she's found. And then they did ask for privacy, obviously, because that girl Amanda had that baby, and the news left them alone. We didn't see them for a while until Amanda and David.
But we knew their names though.
I'm saying, give us that girl's name. We didn't got about her. We just want to know who she is.
I already got a reel in my mind because I got to touch up on my boy that you tagged me in the other day.
Oh yeah.
But I got to do another one on that because we definitely gonna stay on that because I'm gonna need all the charges to be brought on that one. But yeah, I want them to get everything they got coming to them. But anyhow.
Remember I was talking to you that morning. I was like, why they just don't arrest that wife? She had that man kill her husband. Remember I was telling you? They both went to jail. I said, I could have solved the crime a year ago. I solved this crime a year ago. I'm like, oh, y'all just need to hire.
They really be underestimating our assumptions because that's like the girl that got killed, because that's what it was, in Mexico recently. Her name is not coming to me right now.
Oh, the one that could get her body done?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not the one I was supposed to get her body done.
Oh.
The one where they jumped her.
Friends.
Yeah, I said where they jumped her because they met her damn friends.
Oh, okay. The friends. The alleged friends.
Years of what you say, because them is not her friends, bitch. My mom always told me you don't fight your friends, and if you gotta fight your friends, that ain't your friend. Period. But as always, it's a good time.
That was a short one. That was good.
This is the shortest one in a while.
Well, because we ain't had a lot.
Cause if we get some more information, we'll let y'all know. That's how we gonna handle that, because we gonna all find out at the same time. Because they ain't saying nothing. I went through all types of YouTube videos and different articles, and
that's what I said. I'm watching
with what the little bit we had.
News clipping, the same one. I said,
I think this was just more of a we were venting type of situation. Because I didn't expect to find all that out. And like a lot of the stories we've covered so far, at some point we had already seen them somewhere, heard about it on the news, whatever. We knew nothing about this situation. We just saw something. on TikTok, and I'm like, boom, I want to cover this one, and
we didn't find nothing.
Now I'm because now it's a rabbit hole that's come to a pause, because I feel like somebody needs to put pressure on them. Kansas City. I might even email that nonprofit they mentioned.
Zachary guy. I read his name. I forgot what he was. This is not the prosecutor. Oh, where my phone?
The attorney, the judge.
It was somebody. I forgot.
Okay. But put some pressure on their neck. I might just keep this on the circulation just because that is super weird. It's been almost a year. We don't even know the girl's name. We don't know her friends' names.
And obviously, y'all
don't know how they got there, nothing.
Because y'all gave him officially charged. Like, y'all charged him officially. So y'all have evidence. So what evidence was it? Give it to us.
I think part of me wants to believe some of it probably has to do with her mental stability or the lack thereof. Because again, we were given minimal information. We can assume, well, not even assume, based on what he was charged for. We know he was sodomizing. We know he raped her for sure, or them. Definitely was kidnapped. Definitely was putting his hands on him. So that's all we know, but we don't know to what extent. This is one I almost never watched the whole court case. I'm gonna watch this court case.
When my friend was murdered, they did not release her name. And they said why? Name not released. She would not be released to families informed. She would not be released. Her name. They let us know on the news why her name wasn't being released. They're not even letting us know that. They're not saying
because they got some family somewhere. All of them do.
Come on now.
Because like I said, even I'm telling, bro, I've said it enough times.
If it's three girls, one of the members has a family member. Because if I get out, okay, call Alexa, tell Alexa.
But see, that's my thing. It's like I understand mentally she's probably just not, and that the biggest thing is she would be the key witness on the stand. And I think they also hold now for this Janie chick. I feel like they need to hang that up, because if she ain't popped up in almost a year, y'all got to find out. Either that or she don't want to be found. She really just don't want to be found.
You're not even telling us. You just made up that name.
Now. And gave us no description, so we can even be on the lookout. Like nothing.
You didn't even say why you think she's a witness. You just made up that.
Yeah, they just said she's a sole witness that they can't get in contact with.
Because who told you she was witness? How y'all know? You know she was there? Who told you?
I feel like no matter how mentally traumatized I would be, the shit that I need to know that I know I need to share, I'm telling you that as soon as I get in the car, bro. I don't care if I gotta mumble it, write it down. I don't give a damn. I'm telling you, as soon as I see the police, I'm talking. Like I'm telling everything. I'm not wasting no time. Y'all ain't got to give me no drink water, nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be crying, shaking, and everything. But I'm gonna tell you.
I'm telling you everything. Everything. And that's the thing. And I feel like that's probably what happened. But I guarantee you, first of all, he got a public defender. If he beat this, I know something. But I feel like that's what the defense is gonna try to use. Her mental stability. Because they quick for that not fit for trial shit.
And then try to say she didn't want to come. Drop the charges or some shit like that.
Right. Well,
sometimes street justice is the best justice.
That's a whole nother episode.
If you use Gertrude's method.
As always, catch us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not even gonna mention the other one because I don't even be on there. I'm not finna lie. Facebook, No Crime After Dark. That's on the like page, and the group. Instagram, No Crime After Dark _podcast, and TikTok, No Crime After Dark. As always, videos will post every Thursday. I told y'all before, I'm gonna say it again. Don't hold me to no time. Just know
Thursday.
Sometime between midnight Thursday morning
and midnight Friday morning.
Or actually, no, by 11:45 Thursday night. It's gonna be up there. No, I tried to get it up there earlier than that. Today, that might be the case, but because we had to push back a day because
Mosley didn't have nothing. We had to push it all the way up.
We really had to push it back a day because we had to hurry up and dig into this one because we be prepared, even though it don't be seeming like it. We be having our shit lined up. We know what we doing. But for the followers we got, appreciate y'all. But I need y'all to hit that share button. So I need y'all to do. Get these numbers up. I know some of it is me. Don't judge me. We're getting back to it. I've got a lot of transitioning going on right now. Y'all see, Mike just got back. He just got here.
All right, come on. Don't get started with Mike. We'll be here all damn day.
First of all.
Now Mary gonna laugh at that.
Why?
Because she's gonna be like, oh, Mike.
Because I really will talk about him all day.
I know. So come on.
Not she don't never do the opening or the closing, but she gonna rush me to close.
Before you get on Mike.
I just want to say, be patient with me. That's what I was saying. I got a lot of transitioning going on, but it's coming together. So I'm about to be back on my regular shit. But we appreciate the support that we get. Continue to like and follow on TikTok. Those numbers are starting to come up, and we will continue to bring you some of the best stories. And I'm definitely gonna try to stay up to date on this one because this is ridiculous. But until next time.
Bye.